Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of B to Z. Today is June 4 and we're looking at part 2 of the Failing Queen Failing Queen part 2. She's been laying a lot of drone brood, and there was multiple queen cells that had eggs and larvae in them, and she wasn't doing well after being mated, etc., etc. For more details on her, she's only about a month old and she's already failing. Go ahead and look at part 1. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe now. And with that, let's go ahead and open her up. So we're going to give her a little smoke. We'll crack the top and see if we can get a little smoke underneath. Okay. Let's see what we got. So I know I had a swarm from one of my hives, not sure which hive it is, and I'm thinking it may have been this one. There are not many bees here. A few days ago I saw a swarm, my wife told me about a swarm that she took a picture of. It was up in a coconut tree. That was actually reachable, but again I was working, so not much I could have done about it. By the time I got back from work the same day, they were gone. So there's still actually quite a bit of bees here. I see 1, 2, 3 frames of bees. 3 frames. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 frames. Let's look at our little beetle trap here. Little beetles. Give them a little smoke so they know I'm home. I don't see many bees over here, so let's go ahead and we're going to take out a frame from out here somewhere. There we go. We'll take this guy out. Not much happening on this guy. Some plastic foundation, nothing on it. Make sure the queen's not on there actually. Nope. Just a few bees on this side. No change from the last time that we looked at her on part 1. Okay, so here we go. We have some nectar. Let me take a closer eye here. Don't see any eggs. Check out that queen cell there. Right there. And it is capped. Check out the other queen cell down here. Look at that sucker. A little funky, huh? That one's still not capped. You can see there, still open. That is one funky looking cell. There is a larva in there, but I do see single cells, single eggs in the cells. Not much, but there are some. Not laying worker pattern. Go ahead and put this guy down carefully. Don't want to disturb those queen cells if in fact those are true, real queen cells. They're beginning to roar a little bit. Don't know if you can hear it in the video. Okay, let's see what we got here. Is that drone pattern? Or should I say laying worker drone pattern is what I like to call it. I don't see the queen here. Let's take a closer look for eggs. I see lots of eggs actually. There's the queen. Bottom of the frame. Right in between the comb and the bottom bar. Right center. That is the queen. So she is still here. So this was not the colony that swarmed on me, but she's still here. And she is laying plenty. Yeah, this whole center section, which goes to the back side. So this whole center section is full of eggs. So that tells me she's just a newbie queen, learning to do what queens do. So there she is again, right there. She looks big. She actually looks a little bigger to me. She's looking in the cells to see where she can lay. Here's another queen cell, if you want to call it that, but it seems to be smushed. I don't see any eggs on this side. There's some pollen on the top. There's still that, there's the queen right there in the bottom, between the comb and the bottom frame, in the corner there of the frame now. I'm going to wait for her to move towards the center of the comb before I put this frame back in. There she is right there. Okay. Seems like she's digging her heels there, so we'll go ahead and put her down. So far we saw only one side of one frame with eggs. This frame feels a little heavier. Let's see what we got here. Another supposed funky looking queen cup cell, however you want to call it. Some people don't like to call it a queen cell until it's capped. There's somebody actually going inside of it. Right there. And there's another one over here. Still no decent pattern of cap brood here. I see some larvae, but it's all scattered. I see another queen cell. This one to me seems to be a bit more normal looking, right here. Right there at the very bottom. Lots of cap brood scattered everywhere. Not 100% sure if this is drone or what, because the comb is all uneven anyways. From, I guess, drone cells before. Don't see any eggs here. I see some larvae scattered. The empty cells that are in between everything do not have eggs in them. So far, I'm going to still call her a failing queen, but I'm going to say, go on a limb here, that she's improving. Only because I saw a solid pattern of eggs on that 2 frames ago where she was on. I did see that before too though, and it was disappointing because it all ended up being drone. So we got some honey, capped honey in the top, some pollen towards the center. I see no eggs. I see another queen cell there supposedly right there. Let's see if there's anything inside of it. Yep, there's royal jelly, there's larvae in there. So, I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure which way this failing queen hive is going. There's nothing on the back of that frame. And just gonna pull this one up only because I see a lot of bees on it. And it's got very little nectar on it. I should put these guys in the 5 frame nuke. I don't have one that's empty right now, so they're gonna have to bend this 10 frame box right now. So we saw the queen. I saw one side of one frame that was solid, well, one section, about the center section of the frame, that was solid eggs. But I still, on multiple frames, there was still that laying worker drone pattern. Still, there will be a part 3 because I'm still not 100% sure how this is going. There are some queen cells there that are capped and they look like swarm cells, etc., etc., and some of them are supersedure cells being on the top of the frames. So we are going to continue to follow this one. So stay tuned to part 3. Thanks for following me on my channel, B2Z. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe now. If you have any comments or suggestions on what you think is happening on this hive, go ahead and post them down below. I think that this is still a fairly new queen and she's still trying to figure it out. And there's a laying worker that's still in there somewhere, laying up some drones. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what time does. Time shows us. So today's Monday. Next Monday, we'll do a part 3 and we'll see where we're going, see if we can get a better idea. So again, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching another episode of B2Z.